Alright guys, this is take 2.
Are we back on again?
We're back on again. Let me double check. We had like 40 people. Freedom Jeffrey just got there.
So, I'm kind of waiting for Steven to call us.
He's been awake for hours, I'm sure.
No, I mean for him to call us and tell us he's going to get going and doing something, because I don't want to spend the whole day sitting in here. Although it's comfortable.
I'm not gonna sit.
It's very comfortable. It's actually very comfortable.
Yeah, someone's like, I don't want to sit in the car all day.
If we can make this like a live studio right here, this is nice. This is like we're sitting in the studio and we're going live from the studio.
Yeah, I mean, I would go to the CashApp.
And the studio's not that expensive. It's only $100 a night for the studio. That's pretty cheap.
Let me go over the weather.
And it serves as a bedroom. It serves as a studio. It serves as a little bit of everything.
And 4 p.m.
There's nothing literally in the whole wide world that you cannot do in this studio that you can do anywhere in the world.
It's gonna rain for 12 hours.
You can do it all right here in the studio. This is a studio. You can do anything you want in your studio. It's your studio. It's like a man cave.
You got the room.
Well, for now, but you said you're gonna take it after.
I tagged along.
Huh?
Me and Alex tagged along.
For tonight.
And tonight, I guess. Yeah.
Well, you said you're gonna do it tonight.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I'm here. I'm here for sure for tonight. No question about it. Then tomorrow I gotta make up my mind if I'm gonna go live or not. Stay live.
I'm ready for the sunshine to come back.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I mean, there's like a whole other gang of people out there too, you know. So it's not like just us guys here. There's like, you know, a whole crowd of live streaming guys all over the place.
Yeah.
You're becoming part of a live streaming community in some small way, whatever it might be.
So paint the orange wall green and put war footage behind you. That'd be some studio work there. Good morning, Northwest Michigan.
They're back live again?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said we're not back live. I didn't know that.
No, I went in some sort of update.
Oh, I know you fixed it, but you said you're not. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't know that we were back live. So, anyway, it's time for us to get some breakfast.
We just got back live, and now you want it. This is how Jerry works. You go one way and then the other.
Well, we haven't eaten breakfast yet.
No.
I mean, sometime. When do you think we might want to have breakfast?
In like a half hour.
Whenever you want. That's right. Okay. It's up to you. It's up to you. I'll buy breakfast. What are we gonna get?
We should go to the grocery store.
Are you gonna make eggs in a microwave oven?
They got breakfast burritos and all kinds of things.
Oh, that's horrible stuff.
Man, it's time to go back to boot camp.
We go to Taco Bell.
Jerry has adult ADHD.
We should go to like Taco Bell.
Maybe you could go to.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm not even gonna say that.
Oh, I'm gonna be psychoanalyzed now. That's gonna be a trip.
Yeah, we're gonna Oh man, we're gonna break the machine.
I made it all these years without being psychoanalyzed by one shrink. I skipped through a few of them. We de-shrinked a few, me and my wife.
Let me check that.
We made a few shrinks quit the business. That'd be funny, right? If you actually did that.
Made shrinks quit?
Yeah, if that was like a goal.
I'm sure that's happened.
If it was like, that was a goal of yours to find a shrink. I mean, this is probably like a psychotic thought, but it'd be like a good novel in a book about somebody that decided that's where you come into the novel, right?
Yeah.
And you find this guy, he's in New York City. He looks like a nice, normal guy, and Oh, he happens to be going to the psychiatrist. You find that as his lifelong ambition, because some shrink screwed up his mother, was to go back, get the shrink, and drive him crazy. And he actually makes the shrink so crazy that the shrink winds up in the psychiatric ward.
Talking to it.
And he becomes a doctor himself. He's taking care of his mother's shrink. I just made a whole story up. That's a pretty cool
that
story.
That sounds like the movie Shutter's Island.
Yeah.
Like
Is that a movie?
Great twist.
I mean, it's like a conglomeration of a whole lot of like Michael Douglas type movies and stuff that I've seen. I don't like watching all those movies. They really freak you out. Does it ever happen to you? Do you ever like go? Have you ever done in the past gone to a movie and the movie kind of like you want to become one of the characters that was in that movie?
Sure.
Good morning from
To a
Georgia.
degree.
Huh?
To a degree.
To a degree, right? Yeah, I think everybody does to a degree.
Yeah.
So those are great ideas for a propagandist to use to make the populace. So every time you go to a movie theater now, you have to think that it's a possibility.
Good morning, Freedom.
But why do
Jeffrey.
you want to even have to think? You want to be entertained when you go to the movie. You don't want to be thinking about all this,
No.
right?
No.
So is it a good thing to do or not a good thing to do when you go to a movie to think you are possibly being propagandized when you're going to the movie, or should you not even think about it at all and just I'll think about that kind of stuff another time.
Okay, I think that's the difference between doing what's right and just like being ignorantly like ignorance is bliss, you know. So it's like
Yeah,
you want to
that's-
take the easy road and
well,
just
that's-
follow the sheep.
Yeah, that's right. So that's like Josh gets right down to it. He's right. That's really that is the point of what I was like giving this whole like thing about it, you know.
Yeah.
The mythology. That's how it. In ancient history, that's how writers wrote. They wrote like around in a circle like that, and people that are really smart pick up on it and they understand what the writer was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about.
I get it.
That there's a writer.
Let's do it again.
There's a writer. Well, there's a writer called Leon. What was his name? He was the writer that the neocons believed to be the architect of the neocon movement, Leo Strauss. I read all Strauss's books. I knew Strauss so inside and out. And that's what he used to write about, what I just did with you.
Okay.
He would write things, but what he was doing was saying, I'm doing the same thing that they did back when, who was the famous one that did it, philosopher, the one that was supposedly the advisor to the Italian princes, Machiavelli. So he wrote at length about Machiavelli, and really, really fascinating, brilliant. He diagnoses, he takes apart almost virtually, well, not sentence by sentence, but sometimes sentence by sentence, exactly how he phrases his words to make it mean something that he wants people to think it means, but it doesn't really mean that.
Okay.
And Leo Strauss will go into that, into Machiavelli's work, and discuss that.
That kind of reminds me of how artists will produce music. They'll
Yeah.
make a song,
Yeah.
and it's not clear exactly what the song means. And so there'll be like 10, 20, 100 different theories
Yeah.
on what the song is about.
Very ambiguous.
And then the artist, famous artists will get emails or whatever, they'll get contacted and be like, is the song about this?
Well,
Was the song about that?
yeah.
I think the song's about this, and they're like, they love it, from what I understand. Artists, they might actually know what the song is.
Well, it feeds
But
your ego.
most artists, yeah.
It feeds your ego, man, because
Well,
it doesn't have anything to do with anything anybody's even thinking about. Because the
they just
artist,
like seeing a different perspectives.
well, the artist is just, he's painting a picture around his thoughts. He's trying to make something beautiful from his thoughts that people love, and it's even though maybe a deep, dark secret of his, like Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
He did that. That's like beautiful. For years, Rainy Day Women, I think that's the song, was about all this stuff. It sounds like he's having an affair with a woman and stories about love stories. And well, it kind of was. And I never knew because I never read the stories of his. Back then in the day, I followed him a little bit, but not like intently. But you go back now and sometimes you read a little bit about it. And I should read the history of Bob Dylan. He's a fantastic character of my day. And he was actually in love with this, I think, an Italian woman who was in a family of peace activists, very serious peace activists from the 60s. And these people got involved with like the deep communist people that like Joan Baez, and they were like from Indian tribes, like we really should be giving the land back to the American Indians. That's who really owns the land. And that's the kind of deep activist I think Joan Baez was, because she was Native American Indian. So her roots were back to that. And now we're fighting a war and people being killed over in Vietnam and all that stuff was going on. So here's Bob Dylan comes along, this kid from Minnesota, and he's just a country bumpkin kind of kid, but super smart. At a very early age, like in high school, he had read all poetry and novels, and he knew all this stuff, and he was putting it all in songs, and he was in love with that the country singer Guthrie.
Well, here, let me address the chat again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Apparently we left in good time yesterday.
What's that now?
We left in good time yesterday. I guess some anarchists were late to the show, and we left.
Oh, they want to go into the courthouse?
I guess.
Wow. Was Corinne there?
Somebody says you seem annoyed. You seem annoyed by the live stream.
I'm sorry?
Are you annoyed?
No, I love it. What are you talking about?
So, I don't know. So, who knows?
Oh, I'm annoyed by the movement and the way everything went. If that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm really annoyed.
No, it says Jerry.
That's very annoying.
Jerry seems annoyed by the live stream.
No, not by the live stream. I'm annoyed, very deeply annoyed, passionately annoyed by what's happened, that America has not risen up.
Yeah.
But it will. But I'm very confident that it will. But I'm very annoyed. But I'm happy I've done what I've done. I'm happy I've come down here. I've been I got myself so deeply involved in something that I didn't know I even had the ability at my age to do. And, it makes me feel really warm that I had the opportunity to do this. And now, even more so, that I meet up with these guys here, and like, we form a bond that it's like really hard to break, even with financial issues involved. And that's always an important thing. So.
And Freedom Jeffrey says, "Good morning, guys."
So it's not.
You gotta say good morning to Freedom Jeffrey.
Good morning, Freedom Jeffrey. Thank you so much. I don't know that I know you or met you or not, but I know Josh loves you, man.
Man,
So,
I met him a few times.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you and nice to meet you through Josh. Anyway, so
and my friend says, remember my friend, right?
My friend, yeah, my friend.
Say hello, my friend.
My friend, my friend. My friend's my friend, my friend.
And who is all planning on going to Florida?
We're all planning on going.
It's 100% me and Alex.
We're all planning on going to Florida. It's just how we're going, where we're going, how we're going to stay, where we're going to stay. I got a son that lives down there, and no reason for me not to go down, except I have a car I have to bring back. I have an ear that needs to get radiation treatment on in Boston on October the 19th, but I can put that off too.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do that because I prefer to just let this thing sit for let it sit for another 6 months and then see where we're at.
No.
Yeah, and then anyway,
and then,
so we'll work all this out.
124 Nebraska says just find some work in DC while you're waiting.
What's that now?
I'm not waiting. It says just find some work in DC while you're waiting.
What kind of work?
The hiring process in DC or just anywhere.
Work for what, dude?
At least a week sometimes.
Work for what?
they're saying to raise
I don't work
funds,
no more.
go to DC. I know. I'm sure they're talking to me.
Oh.
Or when Nebraska is talking to me. Not the Nebraska we know. Unless this is a second channel. I don't know. But
anyway.
There's plenty of jobs in DC. There's security jobs where you could just sit in a.
We're not doing that. We're
secure
going down to
booth
Florida.
for like $20 an hour.
We're going down to Florida.
I know. That's
$20 doesn't do shit.
Oh, an hour it builds up. You know, work 2-3 weeks, and then I'd be really.
Well, I'm not
prepared.
waiting 2-3 weeks.
But you're gonna have to wait 2 or 3 weeks just to go through a hiring process at most places with background checks and. Especially for a security job, they do a very detailed background check, or they should.
Are you explaining that situation?
Yeah. But once I get down there, I have enough money. I can take the train down there right now. But I'd rather be better prepared.
Right.
And I can't go live. I can't access Give, Send, Go for another 3 days, and then it's another 3-day wait after that
to
process funds out.
Oh my God.
That's no problem. That's normal.
Well, it's a long time though.
But I mean, it's not up to man. I put it that way.
Well, as long as the money's there, it's there, you know.
It's not even about the money, really.
Huh?
It's not even really about the money.
For me, it is.
So I even got a video. I think I reposted it too. The governor saying all the help's needed, and you know that we love all the people coming and helping. And
Governor said that.
The governor did.
Well, what else could he say? You can't say anything bad about people coming into help.
He could have sounded like a troll and said, "Don't come here. We got plenty of help.
Well, no.
Stay out of Florida. Florida is closed."
Well, he could have been like Schumer. If Schumer was the governor.
We are going to tape this area off. We're not going to help anybody.
Nobody's allowed in.
Nobody's allowed in.
Nobody's allowed in. It's their danger zone.
It's danger zone.
Danger zone.
And we're not going to do anything about it. We're just going to let it sit there.
And let it just natural. Nature,
and
man.
We're
nature.
going to go back to nature.
Nature. We're going back to nature.
We're going to call it some sort of green iron deal or something like that. The new green iron deal.
Yeah, that's good, Josh. That's good. I like that. That's very good. Yeah, the green iron deal. Oh, man.
The chat just stopped working, I think. Or maybe.
Oh, I feel like I'm back in boot camp, even in my own hotel room. I know it's about to come. Oh, no.
I wonder if the chat froze up now.
What's that?
So I'm wondering if the chat froze up.
Are we still live?
We're still live.
Well, I'm not painting a real nice picture here. I'm just like half falling asleep over my head. I should really go take a shower.
Yeah, you should.
I'm not gonna do it while the live stream's on.
Okay, Freedom Jeffries at Chat's birthday. He's going to Florida on Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Have you been getting a lot of blowback, Jeffrey? People saying that you're not welcome there. Not that exactly, but people saying that there's already enough help. We don't need you getting in the way. Like, what?
Well, I said that to you myself.
You said that.
I said that to you myself.
I don't remember you saying.
You gotta, when you go down there, you gotta make sure you're not, you're able to not take up room from somebody that's actually gonna help. But you said that you're going down there to do work.
Yeah, and I'm bringing.
And I told you I ain't going down there to do no work, but I'll be glad to drive you down there. We try to drive you down there, but then you need a place to stay when you get there.
I have a tent.
So you're gonna live in a tent when you get there.
Well, I'm gonna bring a tent.
Okay.
I don't want to live in a tent, but it's better than sleeping on a bench.
So are we down with that? That if I give you a ride down there, or you don't want to do that, you gotta take the train.
It's up to you.
I'd take a ride down.
Yeah, drive yourself back up.
Well,
Steve, I guess Steve's the missing.
I gotta see what Steve wants to do. He may just want to pack up and go home to Arizona.
Yeah, remember, hit the like button, guys. We got 87 people watching and 2 likes.
87.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And two likes.
That's it?
Yeah. I don't think they like you, Jerry. I think the consensus is spoken.
Okay.
I don't know, give a like for Jerry.
No,
like Jerry.
I'm back to.
But you know, it could be like a problem.
It's okay too. I want honesty, man. Give me dislikes. I want to see some dislikes. You all.
The Robert Escobar show says hello.
Hey, hello. Oh, I'd like to. Why nobody ever gets dislikes? How come? I like to dislike people sometimes. Gotta express your true opinion. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's so easy to go with the flow. That's easy. Very easy.
Not for me.
No, it's not. Not for you at all. No. So, in a sense, like, people that follow you, which includes me to some extent because I'm following you and you're going down to Florida and I wouldn't be going down to Florida, that's what's for you.
Yeah.
So, kind of sucking off your energy, actually. Sucking off your energy. Although I'm trying not to, I'm trying to help advance
You're not
it.
sucking off my energy.
Well, no, there are times I am. I mean, sometimes it's easier for you just to, yeah, I'm out of here. So, God.
Seems like every time I dual stream, it's just.
What's that?
Every time I dual stream, it gets weird. But
Something happens to your screen?
not really. It's just things seem like extra delayed.
What's going on?
Things seem extra delayed sometimes.
So, did we get any likes at all?
Two likes.
We got 2. That's it.
But that doesn't make sense.
Even after you begged for likes?
Yeah, can anyone verify they like? Can you like Jeffrey? Or you,
Oh, you lied.
everyone like, please.
Anybody
It's
like?
weird. It's literally just showing 2 likes.
I'm gonna like myself.
Yeah, get on your phone and like yourself.
I'm gonna like
Find
myself.
yourself, like
Oh,
yourself.
that's cool. How do you do that? You wanna do that for
Go to
me?
YouTube. Just like your
Oh,
own.
God. Oh, God. Is that easy?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
liked myself.
Oh, my God. So where am I going with this thing here now? I gotta go to your Republic Road Reel. I see myself. Oh, my God. This is crazy. Oh, Jesus. I just saw you sitting down. But you've been sitting down for like an hour.
Yeah.
So I'm way at the beginning. Alright, that's cool. We've been live for 12 minutes, 53 seconds. Is that right? I go right to the beginning here.
No, we've been live for 24 minutes. The
Huh?
other one was 12. Here, let me see.
I'm not on the live.
Yeah.
I'm
you're
not
on
on the
hold.
live. Oh, God. This is gonna...
Let Freedom Ring says there's 44 likes.
What's that?
Let Freedom Ring says there's 44 likes. Let me just show them out now.
We have 44 likes?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, but it's what does it say on your screen? That's what we're...
I'm trying to hear. You figure it out. You figure it out.
Yeah, you got 2 likes, 71 watching.
Oh, man.
Just that's probably part of the shadow banning. Just
man.
let stuff not work like they used to perfectly fine.
Oh, jeez.
Because I've never had some of these issues.
Oh, gosh.
Since my ban.
Oh, gosh.
Just that's probably part of the shadow. Don't do that. Here, let me see. Turn down.
Oh, I think I'm like,
Turn down.
my hands are not moving.
There you go.
My hands are not moving. What's that?
I said turn it down because we're live.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So where am I here? Are we?
Oh no, I was gonna see if it's showing.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it works here. 44 likes. Now 45.
No way.
Yep.
Wow.
But mine only shows 2.
Wow. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Thank you. So we're like a little backward here.
We got that.
We're
sorted
delayed.
out.
We're delayed.
No, I'm like heavily delayed. Like you're still showing.
I moved my hand. I'm not seeing.
Oh yeah. You're delayed. See how long? Count. You got to move your hand and then start counting.
I will do that in a second. It's really very long delayed. Yeah, I just did my hand. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7. 7-second delay
9,
on my
10,
end.
11 seconds.
So I guess everyone kind of
Like
has
11
their own
seconds
delay.
away.
You can make sure that you're out of it.
Oh, and I look fat. I am fat. Oh my god. Oh gosh. I'm not that fat. Oh. As much as we, when I first got here, before Josh's YouTube went down, he was really doing well, and he and Steven were in I was renting, we had all these big plans that things were going to be really working. I thought, anyway, that you guys were doing pretty well. I was coming down here and things were just going to keep growing and growing and growing. Then YouTube shuts you down like the next day. So, like, this was like, we had planned for one thing and things kind of went south. So, anyway, we're kind of rebuilding here. We're in a rebuilding mode. We lost 2 weeks.
Cora says you're just cuddly looking.
Is that Corn?
Cora.
Who's Cora? Hi, Cora. Oh, God. And I told Steven he couldn't sleep in the same bed as me. And I think I was just joking. He could have. We have to share and share alike. And anyway, I think I really needed to sleep in the bed. And Alex hasn't slept in a bed for how many months now?
Since February.
Since February. It's 7 months, 8 months now. It's October now. He's not. Imagine you have not slept in any bed. As a matter of fact, you didn't even have a roof over your head. Is that correct, Alex?
Yeah.
Most of the time, from February. When it was cold, where were you in February, March?
Florida.
Oh, you were in Florida. Okay.
Yeah.
So, this guy is what they call snowbirds. When you have enough money to fly back and forth. Well, is there any animal that migrates by foot? How'd you migrate? By car?
Train.
By train. Well,
or foot as well. Train and foot.
So he's a snow human. Not a snow bird, but a snow human. He travels by train. Whatever that means. I don't know. Anybody have a good name for that? A migrant. You're a migrant.
Yes, I am.
A migrant. A nomad.
Yep, that'd be the best terminology.
A nomad.
For the time being.
He's doing a nomadic
expedition.
He is. And you read of these things in things like Nietzsche, where the man's wandering through the mountains of Europe, and he just runs into a traveler, his fellow traveler, and the fellow traveler thus spoke Zarathustra. God is dead. God is dead.
Hey, you want to hop trains with me? We won't even pay for a ticket. We'll just hop the train.
I did that in Europe.
You did that in Europe?
With
I used to watch people doing.
I did that.
Watched those YouTube videos.
With before I was married, my girlfriend, before we got married, we were in Europe, 1972, after the massacre in the Olympics, Israeli massacre in 1972 in Germany. We were there, and we went there, and we were traveling in Italy, and we were in first class with a second class ticket, and they wanted my passport. Otherwise, they're going to go get the police, because I refused to pay them the additional money, which came to about $5 back at the time. It was back in 1972, so 5 was probably like 50 or something like that, whatever. And I was in law school, or just graduated from law school, and my girlfriend had just come back from a sabbatical in Israel, and we got together, and eventually we got married. But we were traveling in Europe because I had been there after I graduated from college, and I had to go back. I mean, like, there was no way in the world I was not going back to Europe. As a matter of fact, right now I should probably be in Europe, but I got stuck in Boston, Massachusetts for a long time, 40, 50 years. Anyway, Europe's the place to be.
It looks like it's raining again.
Okay.
It's all weather up there.
No matter what's going on here and they say about Europe, you're better off in Europe living underground than living in America underground. It's acceptable to be like an insurrectionist in France. It's like natural. If you're not like a...
I don't even want to use that word.
What?
I don't even want to use that word.
Oh yeah.
That's
But, I mean, in that country.
Yeah.
In that country.
Yeah.
They honor insurrectionists. In this country, it's not a good thing.
I don't want to use that word at all.
Right, you don't want to use that.
They're so Nazis and
Yeah.
it's crazy. We all love, I don't want to say it.
Gotcha. Anyway. But they had a history of that stuff back there. Storming the Bastille. Oh my God. How crazy were those people back then?
Oh, that was from what I understand, the White House was attempted to be stormed.
Huh?
The White House was stormed not too long ago.
And that's an amazing thing, actually. But we can't talk about that. We can't talk about that.
Probably not.
Yeah.
It's not even confirmed it happened.
We can't talk about that. But we have to shut the camera. We can talk. We have to shut the camera off.
We're just going Rumble only.
We're going Rumble only.
Yeah.
We're going a paid station.
And we'll have like 15 people watching us on Rumble.
Well, what I was talking about was
3 or 4 of them will be trolls just blowing the chat up.
What I was saying is, you go on a subscription only channel, $5 a month. You get all the content. We do a little YouTube here and there just to tell you what we're doing. And then we're on Subscribe Star for $5 a month. You don't have to donate anything. We have enough. If we don't have, the only reason we wouldn't have enough subscribers is because our content wasn't interesting enough for people to subscribe. And
So socks is like a big.
Huh?
Guy Bassett says if anyone wants to help in Florida, the #1 thing they need right now is socks in my town.
socks.
Yeah.
I need socks myself.
Yeah, that's why you're not coming.
Well, that's
We
true. I
gotta
do.
come ready. We gotta come prepared.
I need socks myself. I need to go to
I'm
Walmart and buy.
not going there to be a burden out.
Huh?
I said I'm not gonna go there to be a burden out.
That's right. Oh God. No, we'd go down there and be helpful. That's all. Oh Lord. I suppose I could do it. I mean, I don't need to spend that much money to do it all. If we lived in the car. A tent. You said you had a tent.
Yeah.
I can buy a tent for $100.
Or less. Like
Huh?
60, you could buy a tent for like 50, 60 bucks.
Yeah. Yeah, find a place to put the tent. Buy water, I can buy water, I got money for water. But there's no place to buy water. You have to bring it down with you.
Yeah.
You have to load the car with water.
Yeah.
We can do that. I got plenty of. I have to get my doggy stuff out of the car, and I was gonna give it to somebody. I don't know, maybe Hal, because that's your dog rescue, so he can take all my doggy
Well,
stuff.
that doggy cage is.
Yeah, he's got that. So he can, or should I bring it down there? They need that down there. They don't need doggy cages.
That thing is heavily soiled and used.
Huh?
That thing's heavily soiled.
Mine.
Yeah.
Right. But give it to Hal if he wants it.
Yeah, if he wants it.
We don't want to bring it down there. No.
No. I keep trying to shout out Brian and Nikki and tell them how good they're doing. I don't know if they see it or not.
So,
People are like, why do they need socks? Because they live in Florida. Who wears socks in Florida?
that's a good question. That's a good point. Who's that guy?
Who said it first?
We got a smart guy there. That's smart. You don't need socks. Well, maybe on a cold winter's night. It is winter coming there. It is winter coming there. So, you can use socks in Florida at night, but you don't really need it. It's not really that important. Not really that important. You don't need a whole lot in Florida, really. You just need water, fresh water.
Well, yeah, but people need like any sort of sanitary items, like anything to, like cleaning supplies, toothpaste, toothbrushes, deodorant. For women, there's sanitary items. I mean, especially anything you could think of that moisture would destroy it, like women's sanitary items, like things like that get destroyed.
My wife died a year and a half ago. I don't want to have to think about buying that shit again.
Well, dude, there's people who need stuff like that, and there's all different sizes and range. Like, there's a lot of older women, you know, and they have different things that, you know, and a lot of different stuff. But I really, in order to know what we're working with and what's needed, I don't have boots on the ground there myself.
Right.
Personally, I try to get in contact with some other people who have boots on the ground with little luck. So I'm gonna have to go out there on my own and figure out what's needed.
Right.
And then
You can call my son and ask him. I mean, he's right there, Fort Myers. That's where he lives. I don't think he's out there helping people. I don't know what he's doing. I'm gonna give him a call. I can't do it now. We're on live stream.
maybe upset.
Yeah, my son's right there, right in Fort Myers. I don't think he's in the area.
But he wasn't there for the storm. He evacuated, right?
Yeah, he went to Miami, and I keep asking him, and he has told me food and water. What did he say? Food and water. That's what's needed. Food and.
And I'm a great chef.
Food and water is needed.
Well, I'm a great chef.
Well, what the hell are you gonna cook?
Whatever.
We can
they
set up
throw
a
for
stand
me,
outside.
Whatever is donated, I can slop together and make it look really good.
Wow, there we go. We're into. Please donate food. Donate food.
Not yet, man.
Not yet.
It's not even. Donate to any organization you guys have verified down there, or if you want to help with travel expenses getting down there. And I'd like to make a disclaimer that any extra funds, it's not going to take a lot for me to get out there. So anything extra is going to be used towards helping people down there.
Right.
And it's going to be live streamed as well.
Well, we're gonna try to do
I'm
that.
I'm not sitting in my basement.
We're gonna try.
I'm not sitting in a basement, you know, making money.
We got Josh and we got Alex out down there.
I actually like walk around a lot and get sunlight and vitamin D, and
Well, that's what he's going to be doing. I'm going to be sitting there, standing there, helping film this whole situation. And that's the sense of my goal, being down there. Even if I have to sleep in the freaking car to do it. But I prefer to have a tent and a mattress and a nice campground.
Oh,
But there
there's
probably
John.
ain't no nice campgrounds anymore. Right? There probably ain't no nice campgrounds.
John says, hi, Jerry.
Hi, John. How are you? Back? I heard you had a ringing in your ear or something. What was that all
Oh, I
about?
don't know. We don't even want to talk about that.
No, all right. I hope that's all cleared up.
This is
Whatever. it
censored
was.
media.
What's that now?
I said, this is censored media.
There. So out the window here, I'm watching them build a house or building or something with a giant crane. But I don't want to give away too many logistics.
We got a few
Because
breakfast
Josh already
options.
said we were on some highway southwest of Miami. We're not in Miami.
Where are you? Where are you right now?
Right now, I'm looking at that building, I'm thinking Miami.
Yeah, you're in Miami.
Because I know this looks like Miami where they do a lot of construction all the time. It's constant construction work. So I look out there and I see Miami. That's what I see. I like being down. I was thinking about going down there in January.
To Miami?
Well, I've got a place in Boynton Beach.
Oh, yeah.
It's not really mine, my sister.
January would be a good time for you to do that.
Yeah,
Because it'll be
yeah,
nasty where you live.
that's all right.
You know it's going to be nasty this winter. More than likely.
Oh, man.
Did you hear that? Nice car alarm out there.
I can't. Alex is still in the freaking bed. I mean, that's unbelievable. This is like.
That's our what's his job title right now? He's the
assistant. So.
No. He's the
Sounds
executive supervisor on site.
I appreciate the formality.
This is what supervisors normally do at most jobs I've been to. You know, maybe they're not laying on a bed, but they may as well be. He's making sure things don't get out of control. You know.
Yeah, make sure.
You're doing a great job, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate the feedback on my performance.
Oh
And
God.
we're also joined here with Jerry.
What's that?
We're also joined by Jerry.
Oh hi.
We
I
got
thought we
people-
were live.
Yeah, we are live, and we got people coming and going.
Oh, I see. All right. Hi, people
So
coming
we
and
like to
going.
repeat ourselves a lot.
Coming and going.
Don't you love repeating yourself?
I didn't know that's what we were going to be doing, but that's fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. So, this is. Are we going to start from the beginning?
I mean, wherever you want to start, it don't matter.
Well, let's see.
What do you want to talk about now? What are we doing?
This is like, what do they call that? The five on TV. They have a five. Women sitting around the table talking, shooting the shit.
You trying to call me something?
What?
You trying to say I'm so big? I'm like 4 feet?
No, they have
That's-
they have that TV show, The
I
Five.
know. I don't watch that stuff.
I never saw it in my life ever.
I bet.
But I
you
feel
have.
like you're creating a situation like that. Like we're the five. We're
Well,
sitting
we're
around chatting.
We're missing a few people.
Well, I understand that. And they're smarter than we are by not being here. Whatever that means. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say smarter.
Oh, please, that was a joke.
I'd say they're experiencing more bliss.
Oh,
Like,
I don't know.
you know how many job opportunities there are now, like with all this COVID crap? And everywhere's hiring.
I'm retired. Jobs and things like that
I
are
have
the
no
furthest
record.
thing from my mind. I'm just trying to get through the day by day. These guys want to get down to Florida. They want to help the disaster down there. I wanted to help them get down there, be part of the crew. But I ain't gonna stay down there too long. I want to get back to Washington, back to my house up in Massachusetts. So I thought it'd be nice to just take a ride down there anyway, just
Yeah, that's a possibility, but nothing's set in stone yet.
No.
But what is set in stone is
You're going down
no
there.
matter what, and
No matter what.
and that will be a train on
No
Monday.
matter what.
Train on Monday.
Unless we go down before.
Yeah.
Would-
Maybe we can meet up with Freedom Jeffrey.
What
once
would
we
kick
get- once
off
we
you?
get situ-
What would
once I
kick
get
off you
situated.
going down there before Monday?
A good donation.
A good donation. That's it. So it always boils down to money.
But I'm not. That's not. You know.
It's not going to keep you from going down. We understand.
What will ultimately keep me from going down there, or push me to go down there sooner or later, is God. That's why.
I mean, if God just like a miracle cleaned the whole thing up, there's no need for you to be down there. That ain't
I
happening.
would like to see that.
But that ain't happening. But that ain't happening. So the best we can prepare for is Josh being down there for at least a month and a half. At
You
least
want- some viewers haven't heard yet. You want to let them know where your dog's at?
Oh no! I don't want to talk about my doggy passed away. Oh no! Oh, you brought it up and I'm gonna cry.
No, you're all right.
I'm alright.
You just gotta let them know.
No. Oh. Yeah. You talk about it.
You're all right.
Alright. So you tell them what happened to my dog.
What's the longest you, like, when you first got the dog? What'd you think? Like 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, maybe like no more than that. what was your like?
Oh, we were never gonna die. None of us.
That's what you felt like.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We lived in a mystical world. Me, my wife, had a farm. I had 52 miniature horses. And I already lived that whole fantasy world. So I've had that. So my next step is up in heaven. So
You can't ride a mini horse.
Huh?
You can't ride a mini horse, can you?
No.
Can kids?
I mean, a little child could be. It's not happening.
Nah.
It's not happening. But they can pull carriages. They can pull 500 pounds, 2,500
So I guess
pounds.
they don't cost as much as a regular horse.
It's 1/4 the price.
Okay. Because is it 1/4 of the horse?
It's about 1/4 the size, weight-wise, so it is.
Okay, you know those like really big horses, the Clydesdales?
Those are real big, yeah.
Do they have miniature Clydesdales?
No.
That's kind of an oxymoron. That's kind
Well,
of like jumbo shrimp.
Well, some of the miniature horses can kind of almost look like thoroughbredish. They're really just a breed of their own. It's just they're not really miniature of any particular horse trait, whatever you call that. What do they call a breed? Different breed of horse. They're just miniature horse. That's a breed. Miniature horse breed. And through that you have different colors and different sizes. They have a lot of dwarfs. If you don't breed properly, you get a lot of dwarf horses. They just really form, like, I guess in the human population, dwarfs are very rare by percentage. In the miniature horse population,
Hold on, we need some clarification.
what's that?
People think because I came up with the name Republic Road Reel, my buddy Dustin came up with the name so and so. We kind of have a similar look, me and Dustin.
Right.
He said, Guy Bassett, and I've seen him before. I
What's
have
that
a
now?
serious question for Josh. A couple of weeks ago, you said you can't work because you're overweight and have medical problems. When you get down there, how is that going to be different? Okay, my name is Josh. You are thinking of another channel. I do not have any medical problems. I have Lyme's disease, you know, that sucks, but I've worked nothing but hard labor jobs my entire life. FedEx, a sawmill, a pallet mill, a charcoal mill, a steel mill, a paper mill. Why did I work at so many mills? what was I guess they were the only ones hiring. Okay, a Macy's logistical warehouse, like so many like heavy labor jobs. So, work isn't a problem, health isn't a problem. I only weigh like 200, maybe 210. You know, I'm not, in today's age, you know, I'm normal. Like this is, I don't know if you can see the screen.
You could lose about 20, 30 pounds.
Yeah, I could, and I am. I've lost probably like 10 pounds in 3 months.
Yeah,
You know,
you could lose
some.
another
I
30.
quit drinking soda for the most part.
Yeah.
And
lose
quit
another 20,
cigarettes.
30.
I quit
We
vaping.
don't eat too much food here.
You know, honestly, this is probably just like.
Just, I don't know where you got all
I've
that
had
from.
baby fat my whole life, honestly. I was
Yeah.
always overweight.
You don't
so.
eat a nutritious diet. That's the problem. If you spent the amount of money that you spend on food for not good food and only ate good food and got into a normal good food routine, you'd be down to 185. Slim, trim, and that's what Florida's going to do for you. You're going to slim down.
Hey, yeah, exactly. And
You're
it
gonna
says
trim
if
down.
I work in Florida, I'll lose weight real quick.
What's that? Yeah.
I'll sweat it all out.
Well, you will. You'll be working, you'll be sweating out, you'll be feeling good, you'll
Yeah.
be eating grapefruit and pineapple,
Oh.
and having margaritas at night, man.
I don't know. Too many margaritas.
We need to have a couple margaritas to keep going.
Not too often, man.
No, every once in a while you need to chill. It's part of
Well,
a
yeah.
good lifestyle.
But you can't always be chill.
No. It's a part of a lifestyle. You need to be able to relax.
Mm-hmm.
8 hours sleep, that's 1/3 of the day.
I got 5 hours last night.
So, yeah, we need more rest time than we need. We walk a lot. We walk 5-10 miles every day. Doing this freedom, going from wherever we are in DC to wherever we're going around the Capitol. That's a long trek up that hill and down to the courthouse and around up to DOJ, CNN, NBC, the mayor's house.
Oh, he was just a troll. No one's
What's that?
He was just a troll. No one's confusing me with Dustin.
Oh, well, whatever. So, how many people are watching us now, Josh?
Huh?
How many people would be watching us now?
Almost, with Rumble, probably over 100.
Really?
It's 95 on YouTube.
So,
You think we could fit 100 people in this room?
well, we are.
We could.
We are.
No, but I'm talking about physical bodies. We could fit 100 people.
You could. I mean, it would be very, very tight. It would be very, 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 very tight. We already figured out the square footage, about 300 square feet.
You know, I bet you at one time someone's tried that at this hotel.
Oh, I don't think so. I doubt it. Not many people do that kind of stuff.
I grew up in this
There's
town.
many, 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 many hotels. Just
We
like this.
filled one of these.
Oh, you did that in your high school. That's
Yeah.
your high school is
But
like
I
that.
never heard, no, 100. We had like 30 people in the room.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Well, we used to go to conventions. It'd be like you couldn't get 100 people in. Not having drinks and stuff, martinis and cocktails. That's what we used to go to conventions and you have like 300, 400, 500 people
Yeah. My grandfather used to do that.
in the suite. You know, a nice suite with 5, 6 different rooms. Presidential suite in a 5-star hotel. Well, just imagine you walk in, there's a dressing room, and that's not even the bedrooms. And it's all set up for convention type things.
Oh, Oreo can fit 500 people in his van.
I bet he could. Probably 1,500 with his. Probably 1,500. No, I wouldn't doubt it. Oh Lord! So now I'm on live stream. A week ago I wasn't. I really need to get the shower. I need to take a shower. I shouldn't be on live stream without taking a shower. It's been When did we get rid of that last hotel? Over a week ago, right? Josh,
I was reading.
when was the last time we had a hotel room? Oh, you were staying in that other.
No, that was like a week ago.
It was over a week ago, right?
Something like that.
I came down here on a Thursday, the 22nd. We had a hotel that night. How many nights? 3 nights?
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4.
Huh?
Me and Steve went in half.
No, but after I came down on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. When did we hit the streets?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't remember, man. All the days kind of blend
It was
together.
at least-
especially when
at
you're
least on the
sleeping in
Monday.
the car.
At least on the Monday.
Yeah.
So how many Mondays have we been?
I don't know, man. But I know you couldn't handle it. That's why you got this room.
So it's like 6 days. 6 days. It was 6 days. I had the 7th. On the 7th day, I had to rest. There you go. That was very biblical, right?
Were you shooting for that?
I didn't know. It just happened to be. There you go, folks. It's a biblical sign. So I came down, and I rented a car. I had to extend it for an extra week, but by so doing, I was able to live on the street for 6 days, and on the 7th day, which was last night, or 7th night, whatever, we rested. Does that mean I'm back on the street tomorrow again? I guess so. If that's what the calling is. Is that the calling?
Huh?
Is that the calling?
What's the calling?
To be back on the street tonight. So we saved that $100 and put it towards the $300 that needed
That
for
would be
the
a
car.
wise idea.
Huh?
That would be a wise plan, mister.
That'd be a very smart plan. I don't want to do that. I don't.
Alright.
I'll lay out the 300.
Let's change the subject.
I'll lay out the $300 for the car, but you have to pay me back when you get it. How's that for a plan? And then we see what happens on that Monday. If you're not ready to go on Monday, I'll get out of here. Alright, so I'm staying till Monday.
You are?
Yeah. If you're not out here by Monday, I'm out of here myself.
I'll be gone.
Huh?
I'll be out of here.
Well, you said you're leaving Monday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's see what Steve wants to do. He may want to leave
Oh,
tomorrow.
have you been to
Huh?
I know where we're eating breakfast.
What's that?
I know where we're eating breakfast.
You paying? I'll pay my own way.
You buy your own breakfast.
Huh?
So you're gonna buy your own breakfast.
Yeah, well.
It's American, what's it called? I don't want to say it, but
All right.
it's where veterans go.
Whatever.
We'll be eating with a bunch of veterans.
Whatever it is. We're gonna go to the homeless shelter.
It's not a homeless shelter, dude. You pay
Huh?
to sit down and eat. You get waited on.
Oh, really? A real place like that? Wow. Oh, God.
Really good prices.
Oh my God. Mazel tov.
And if anyone would
I
like
have
to-
Yom Kippur coming up. I'm gonna have to fast one of these days.
If anyone would like to help me and Jerry and Alice get breakfast, it'd probably be less than $25. It's really cheap. It's good stuff.
I'm covered. I got myself covered, man. I got myself covered for breakfast. I need money for a hotel. A hotel, a car. Oh, God. When are we going to get something to eat? Soon?
Yeah,
We gonna shut this off?
eventually.
Well, whenever.
Probably within 10 minutes.
You're in charge of that. Do we need to book a hotel again for tonight? Before we leave?
We're gonna figure that out.
It's going on 11:30.
I know.
Friggin'. Oh no, we're becoming.
Becoming what?
I'm becoming very old. I mean, it's true.
Have you accepted it?
Huh?
So you're accepting it?
Oh, I'm enjoying it actually.
Well, that's good.
It's like.
That's better than most.
Oh really? No. I just want to play tennis with Steve.
You want to disclose what you did for a living?
What's that?
You want to tell people what you did for a living?
Oh, that's not important. I used to be a lawyer.
Okay.
Oh. And a horse farmer. I own miniature horses.
What was
And that was a tax deduction because I made a lot of money as a lawyer.
As a lawyer, what was the case you remember the most?
Oh, there was a horrible case involving a very big construction company in Boston that built the JFK building in Boston a long time ago. It had nothing to do with that particular case, but it's a very big construction company. And we were supposed to win $1 million case, and they took the case away at the end. They didn't give a shit anymore at the end. And that's what happens when you're dealing with billionaires. They don't really care. It's like it was like a very low priority for them to win $1 million case. Didn't care. It was more of a pain in the ass. And I had to confront the judge who sat on the judge because she was blind for 3 years, and I had to make her make a decision. So what do you think the odds of me winning that case were when I had to, because my client needed to have a decision. They had to get that case. It's been carrying the case for 3 years on their books, $1 million case. They couldn't just get rid of it. They had to get rid of it for accounting purposes, whatever the reason was. And we had to get rid of the case. And they had to tell the judge, you got to get rid of it. I have to report you. And I had to report the judge. So I reported the judge, and we lost the case, of course. So then they said, okay, well, you can appeal the case, but I ain't going to pay you to appeal it. Well, hell, we worked that out. So, and they understood that kind of, the attorney that represented them, that they couldn't really put the cost of appeal into their budget. They had to have it off the books. So I had to do the appeal and pay for it out of my own pocket, which was $25,000. And we figured that, we worked it out into the budget. So, oh my God, we had to figure out so many things. Mm-hmm. Oh.
We got more questions for you when you come back. Jerry's taking a rest. You back. Hey Jerry, you just playing homeless in DC? He'll be back. No, that's funny. Oh, it's nice to be back, guys. I missed y'all. We're gonna go ready to eat at a place with a bunch of veterans. And we're also currently still raising funds for the hurricane relief trip, which there's no amount of time and how long I'm gonna be there. I'm feeling it may be longer than expected. But one way or another, I'm gonna be there by next Monday. And Monday is actually Columbus Day too. Not sure how I feel about that. All the things I've heard about Columbus. You know, Columbus was when he got back to Spain, he was arrested. I gotta brush up on my history before Columbus Day. But even his own people didn't like him. They arrested him.
shower.
Thank you so much,
Huh?
Chip's mom. Oh, mini horses. Why did you get mini horses? Was it for stress relief? 'Cause of
Oh
your job?
gosh, there's a whole other story. My wife is from Peru. She had adopted a child who was autistic. She was a Native American Indian girl. They lived in Peru. My wife was the niece of the Archbishop of Peru. They owned the country of Peru at one time, her family, but they were all involved, and one of the nephews or nieces or something decided to steal the country from the people. But that's a whole other story. So anyway, my wife is in Massachusetts living with me, and my wife decided to go to Florida to live in her mother's condominium, and we had a little apartment where me, my son, my girlfriend, and her adopted daughter from Lima, Peru were all living down the street. My house was empty, so we decided we would go take over my house while my wife was down in Lake Worth, Florida. So one day, my wife from Peru, the Native American little girl who had autism, decided having a miniature horse would be a nice idea. We had no place to keep the horse. But she was in New Hampshire, driving in the convertible, having a good old time. And they decided to buy a horse. So they bought a horse, and guy got the phone call, Jerry, we bought a horse. And I said, we're going to keep the horse. And no, we'll figure that out, don't worry about it. So we didn't worry about it, and all of a sudden we had 7 horses, and we're just giving all the horses are down in Net's Hidden Farm in Massachusetts, and it cost an awful lot of money to board 7 horses, even though Net was a wonderful person taking care of them. But it was fun going there. But I said it'd be cheaper if we just bought some land. So we took a trip. I'm telling you a whole long story. We took a whole long trip down to Washington, D.C. We went to another friend's house. And instead of just going and buying, we were going to buy property in South Carolina on a big plantation. And we were going to do this whole big thing. And we got really drunk. The guy that owned a plantation, he was a real estate agent, and he took us on a wild goose chase around North Carolina. We wound up going home and said, look, I can't afford to have 7 horses boarding over in the Nets anymore. I see a piece of property, it's 38 acres in Massachusetts, it's a forest. We're going to buy a forest, we're going to make ourselves a farm. So we did that. And that's what we did.
How many horses?
Well, we wound up, I told you originally we had 7, and we had no place to put them, so we had to start building a barn. I'm practicing law down in Massachusetts. And, well, I needed a tax shelter, which owning a horse farm is not a bad tax shelter. You can deduct all your losses as much as $20 billion if you own that much for 7 years. You don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
I wasn't making anywhere near that kind of money, but I was making enough money that I didn't want to pay the government the money, so I thought that was a good tax shelter. But even tax shelters cost you money. You have to have money to afford the horses and the barn and the rental and the horse feed and the hay, and I didn't have a clue I was going to put my 7 horses in the middle of a forest. I was just going to build a farm around the horses instead of bringing the horses to a farm. So it wasn't working out too well, and then the horses got sick and some of them died. And anyway, we went up, my wife was an artist, and she wanted to develop this beautiful horse, but she had to breed them to the right things and the right structure, and she did, and she wound up getting the grand champion one year. So that was like a really, thank God she did that, because it made it all worthwhile. 10 years of being in the horse business, going through 2 bankruptcies because of it.
Horses are expensive.
Only the federal government, they claim hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the state of Massachusetts, me losing my driver's license, I went through a lot of stuff, but she got the grand championship, and that's like...
No, was that her ultimate
That
goal?
was a crown achievement.
Okay.
All right, but she's a great artist, and I still have a lot of her paintings. So, anybody, I can't give them up.
Noah says your wife seemed like an amazing woman.
She was the niece of an archbishop who was a saint in Peru. It's a whole other story, man. It is a... Oh, man. And anyway. So... I am an old man. She tell me you're an old man, and because I used to think I was she only died a year and a half ago. I still thought I was 20 years old, and she was dying of cancer. And I'm like, come on, let's get up, let's go, because we used to fly around and go disco and stuff like that, and we did everything. We did it all, and. So, the day she was dying, I thought I was pulling her a ramp. I can't do this.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We change subject.
Yeah.
You have a condo in Florida?
I don't have it.
Well, you have access.
Well, it's my parents' condo that they gave to us, but my sister controls it.
That's okay.
And she's a wonderful person.
You think she'll ever watch?
Huh?
You think she'll ever watch us?
Yeah, I could call her right now and say, Harry, get on YouTube. You gotta watch this thing, and then she's gonna say, "Oh, hey, you're cool." No, she thinks I'm pretty cool.
Okay, that's cool.
She thinks I'm cool. We do a lot of different things. But we traveled in Europe together when my girlfriend from college's mother said, "You can't go with that guy." She was gonna go study at the Sorbonne, and I was gonna go. I was a senior and I was graduating, and she was going to be a sophomore and go study in Paris at the Sorbonne. And I was supposed to go travel with her to Europe. And her mother wouldn't let her go with me. And I called my sister and said, "Harry, you want to go to Europe with me?" So that could be a lot of fun. We had a great time. We have movies. I still have movies filmed on, the 8mm movies. I'd like to put those onto a disc. It's pretty cool.
And get them digital?
Huh?
Make them digital?
Yeah. Yeah, I have to go home and get I don't know how to do that, but I should do that.
What are they? What kind of tapes?
It was 8-track. Not 8-track. It was an 8mm little video. I still have the camera, I think, at home.
That's cool.
That's cool. If you want, I'll bring it. I'll give it to you. It's yours. Matter of fact, it's yours. There you go. It's on tape. I gave it to him.
For the record.
I gave away my Nikon camera to Victoria at the 1776. I said, if you want to keep it or just... it was my wife's. I gave it to her because she was an artist and we never got around to doing it, so I just gave it. I couldn't use the cameras. It was an older Nikon, and to hook it up, you had to do it by wire. You couldn't use Bluetooth anymore with that camera.
Yeah.
So it was too old technology. It was good because we were going to use that to sell my wife's. I put her a big old diamond ring after 20 years of marriage, and her brother was an artist too. He was an engineer. We were going to try to take these wonderful pictures of it. His daughter, my sort of niece, is in Miami, and she's a photographer, professional photographer. So
that's a good place to be a photographer.
They have all that. Oh, she's the most gorgeous thing to.
That's a good place. It's a good place to be gorgeous too.
Well, she's in her mid to late 40s now. She has 3 children.
That don't matter.
And she's
a good place to be gorgeous.
Well, she knows that too. She knows it well. They've been around. They know.
Hello, Annette, and thank you.
What's that?
It's a hello, Annette, and thank you.
Annette, thank you?
Yeah.
Annette who? Which Annette?
Annette Butt.
Thank you, Annette.
She says, hello, fellow hooligans, and happy freedom to you.
Oh, God.
You got a label now. You're labeled. You're a hooligan.
A hooligan. Okay. At least, an OG.
Yeah, he's an OG hooligan.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm a Fed, FBI.
Yeah, do you remember the original FBI?
Federal Broadcast Investigator.
Yeah, Federal Broadcasting Investigator. Soon to be
I am an FBI agent, really. Deep down, I mean, that's not really the truth. I'm a federal, what is it called?
Federal broadcasting.
Broadcasting investigator. That's my name.
That's gonna be his YouTube handle.
FBI.
Yeah.
So, I really need to speak to Steve. I really wanted to go and catch up to him today. What time is it? Is it 1 o'clock yet? It's getting there, right? It's only 11:30. What is it?
Yeah.
My watch stopped?
Yeah.
It's only 11:30. So, oh god.
But and also the Give Send Go is up and running, and there's already been donations made.
Oh wow.
I'll be able to access that in like 5 days, 5 or 6 days, which is fine. When you start a new campaign, there's like a 5-day hold before there's any
Whatever
access,
it is,
which is fine because everything. Takes
Whatever it
time.
is, I mean, if I get.
I'm just letting people know it's up and running now
Yeah.
because it wasn't running for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
I had to contact them, and they manually got it going for me. I guess they just have to review it.
So, I'm just enjoying the journey. It's like, it's just a pleasure, really. And it's weird, too.
Thank you, Julie.
And it's really weird. Mostly. Pretty weird. Weird trip. But it's just like the times. I mean, the times they are changing. I went through the whole hippie movement and all that shit. And Woodstock and Monterey Pop
Were you at
Festival.
Woodstock?
And I didn't go to Woodstock. I was in Europe then. I was watching Land on the Moon, 1969. I was at the Anne Frank house. Next door there was a bar.
You been to a Grateful Dead show?
What's that now?
You been to a Grateful Dead show?
No, I had my office was in Boston, across from the Boston Garden. They were camped out there, but I didn't go to the show.
Okay.
I showed up with the Grateful Dead. Happened to be performing because I went to see Janis Joplin. I didn't go to the Grateful Dead show, but I saw them. I went to see Janis Joplin, and they happened to be there. And I think they're at Monterey too, by the way. Back then, I was like, it was a Jefferson airplane that we really wanted to go see. So, I can give you all my memories on videotape going live here from Washington, D.C., somewhere near there. Near the outskirts. What are we, southwest?
Right now?
Yeah, southwest of Washington, D.C.
I think.
Huh?
I think.
Yeah. So. And Alex is still in freaking bed. 5 years. It's been. He was gonna go for the Guinness Book of World Records. But when we told him, there have been guys out there for 27.5 years. I mean, not just 5. I mean, you're in minor league stuff, man. So don't even think about it. So we broke your string. You can't go for the record.
Oh no.
But you're welcome to try.
Start back up again.
You're welcome anytime you want. I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's a good idea. I think this is a nice creature comfort called a roof and a bed. Roof over your head and a bed. Right?
Yeah.
A little food. There you go. Hopefully that very well. So. I should take a shower. I don't really feel like taking a shower. I'll take a shower.
You didn't take a shower?
Well, I should, but I'm not ready to. In a little bit.
Yeah.
How long do you want to run this before you start it up again? Or you want to just keep it going now?
We can go for another 10 minutes.
Or should we go longer? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends.
Huh?
It all depends. Let's go with the flow of things.
Oh,
It's getting to be lunchtime, so.
I should really take a shower and wash up and get ready to go out. And we should go get breakfast or lunch. It's actually lunchtime already. I mean, we can't live on candy and coffee.
Yeah.
So we should get some food. Where do you want to go?
there's a breakfast place right across the street. Not that other one.
Well, whatever. Okay, I know you know.
It's even cheaper.
You know your way around here, so maybe I should just go take a shower right now and get ready to go, huh? You think? Or you think we should hang out for a few more minutes?
You take a shower.
Huh?
Whatever you want to do. It's up to you. You gotta do what you need to do.
No, I'm gonna take a shower. Just I need to get the energy to get up, and kind of waiting for you to shut the live stream off before I do take a shower. I don't feel like taking a shower in public.
Annette Butt says, I used to take drugs in the 70s, now I take them at any temperature.
Now does what?
Now she takes them at any temperature.
And
And not just the 70s. Cora says, I would have loved to have hung with Jerry. He's had a fun life. Sounds like.
Oh God. We were very private. Me and my wife were very, very private people. Except we made a lot of trouble for a lot of people. We'd go into bars and we'd create oh God, we did so much. Well, she was from Peru and she was very spoiled and a very wealthy person who had a lot of money, and I didn't have any of that when I grew up. Although I always had a good time. I sold I used my college tuition to buy a motorcycle because it was a lot more fun driving a motorcycle around California, doing LSD at the time, because that was like a fun trip. Hanging out with surfer boys.
Were you a surfer boy?
I couldn't surf, but my wife was married to a professional surfer, the Peruvian girl, and she was a good surfer with a very, 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 very sexy body. And she invented the teeny weeny bikini because
Noah's requesting that we don't bring the live stream in the shower with you. He says shut off the live stream, don't bring it in the shower with you.
Oh, right. I don't blame you for that, man. Oh, no, that ain't happening. No.
We'll get like permanently banned from YouTube for that one.
Oh, God. And we never made any sex tapes either. We actually did not do that.
So we're not going to find those on the internet?
We did unless she was, and she could have.
Unless she snuck them on
She did have some
you.
things on her computer that I was kind of shocked. She did. They weren't me. But I was her model. She was an artist. And she saw me naked and she drew a lot of pictures. And I was the model for many pictures that she drew. But she mostly did naked women.
Cora says tripping with Jerry would have been fun.
Oh my God. Oh, in the early days, I was a freshman at UCLA. My best friend was Ira, and Ira was a dropout PhD nuclear physicist candidate, and he was the one that got all the acid, and he sold marijuana to the UCLA basketball team, which was started by Lou Alcindor. And yes, Lou Alcindor was in a case. I don't know all the details. I know that he helped supply him with marijuana from time to time. Those are fun days, man. I'm reliving my youth with these guys, these 28-year-old kids.
And Julie wants to hang out with you too.
God.
Or she said she would love to hang out with you. John said, Jerry, what's his social security number?
There ain't nothing there, babes. There ain't not. I cleaned out everything. We cleaned out everything, man. We knew we couldn't take it with us. We spent it all. And the funny thing was, with COVID, I made out like a bandit with COVID, and she was dying during the whole thing from, bladder cancer. Mm-hmm. And one day, I had a part-time job, and she didn't want me doing that. I wasn't working as a lawyer anymore. And so my sister said, well, Maria doesn't want you to work, and you can collect from the federal government because of COVID. You were working, but you had to quit because of COVID, which is true because she wouldn't let me work anymore because of COVID. She was scared shit that it was going to kill her. She didn't know she was going to die from bladder cancer at first. So at the time, I said, well, I really reluctantly did not quit. I did not want to sit in the house all day, but it was a good thing. So I wound up quitting work because of COVID. And one day in October, that was like 2 years ago, I guess it was 2 years ago, I went down to, I don't know, what place, the IRS maybe? I'm not sure who you have to go to. It had the Department of Unemployment Insurance. And I signed up to get my COVID relief. And because I had been making at a part-time job as to get out of the house, basically, I was retired. And I was making $200 a week. I started getting $800. They gave me the $200 for unemployment, and then they gave me $600 from the federal government because of COVID relief. But it all came, you're supposed to start getting it in March. I didn't sign up till like near October. And one day I'm looking at, counting my pennies because, we had a very tight budget on Social Security basically. I had quit work, so I didn't have that money coming in either. And then actually we were selling some stuff that we had. We had this great painting that the Rolling Stones had done. Ronnie Woods did of, that's a whole other story. Anyway, so, what was I saying? I was talking about the COVID. And also, so I go down to the place, I come back, and then all of a sudden I'm looking at my thing that not $100, not $200, not $2,000, not $3,000, $20,000 went into my bank account from all the past money that was owed to me.
Wow.
And I told my wife, and she spent it all. She knew at that point that she was dying. And we had given up. We had after the horses, and we had went through a whole big thing with the horses and stuff. She was dying, and she finally found out that she was dying. They said you're gonna have 2 years. You're gonna have 2 years to live. It wound up being 6 months. But so she was trying to buy, because she was from a high fashion height. She used to spend like $2,000, $3,000 for a dress when we'd go out somewhere, like to a big event, and she spent the $20,000. I'm going, honey, I look, we found out I know you're dying, it's going to be 2 years, and I know you want to buy she couldn't walk because she had problems with her legs for like the last 8 to 10 years. So I had to help her. She was walking with a walker. She had 1 pair of shoes. She wore 10 pairs of shoes. I mean, honest to God. So she had so much fun.
That's awesome.
And every day we were getting packages. It was like Christmas every day. But at that point, somewhere along the line, she found out it wasn't no more 2 years. It was going to be 6 months, and I didn't believe it. It's not possible.
Yeah, we are trying to catch up, guys. It was a whole week that
2 weeks.
I did go to. We still went to the vigil when I was in YouTube jail. I was on.
Me and Steve.
You could go to Rumble and see all the times.
All right, I'm gonna go take a shower. Thank you all.
Shower.
Hey, been a pleasure, really. Been a pleasure.
Don't forget to bring the camera.
What's that?
Don't forget to bring.
Oh
the camera.
yeah, the camera's coming. The film crew, they're afraid. They're afraid. I may have to do it myself.
I'm gonna take your seat.
I have to do it myself. I have to get the water situation going down. I need to put this up on the bed. I need to get some kind of. I haven't changed my clothes in a very long time either. I've become like a homeless individual. Can I do this?
Yeah.
Without, am I disturbing the camera?
No, you're fine.
I'm trying to back down
You can just see your
underneath.
pretty face.
I got my own. I'm just gonna put this on here. We're gonna go out now, right?
Yeah, after you shower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can see your
I
pretty
don't know.
face.
Hopefully I got all my stuff in here then.
Thank you, Noah. Appreciate it.
Oh, I smell bad.
I hope y'all didn't hear that.
Oh, that's a week, man.
Oh man. I want to remind you guys, if you're new here, please remember to hit the subscribe button followed by the notification bell, and you select all. And hopefully, not guaranteed, hopefully you'll be notified when I go live. There's been some issues with shadow banning in the past, so all your likes are appreciated. I believe it boosts the algorithm, makes it more difficult for YouTube to push a shadow ban forward, in my theory. Yep, they heard him. So glad we don't have smell-o-vision yet. You alright, Jerry? He can't hear me. And he's got the shower going now. And please remember to hit the subscribe button, guys. I'll be scraping by really for a while now to make sure the funds are being pushed forward to victims of the hurricane, and so I could be able to maintain the live stream so you guys can see what needs to be done. Hopefully I'll even be able to bring dozens more out to help if they're ready. If you guys don't know, the reason that we stopped taping a visual is I have been restricted by law, incredibly. That restriction, if you guys don't know, includes if I am a gun owner, I'd have to relinquish all my firearms to local law enforcement. Also, the order is in effect for a year. They can process that for another year if they want, for any reason. And so that means I will not be able to purchase a firearm for at least 1 year. I don't even, do they have permanent orders like that? Like, can they permanently take away my firearms? And I was really concerned about that, and from what I understand, I could hire a lawyer and possibly get my gun rights back. But currently, I'm losing my rights left and right, and I can't even purchase a firearm. So if you want to take away someone's guns, just get a anti-stalking order put on them. Oh, let me go talk to him. Hey, we're leaving right now. I think we might get it another night. Thank you. Housekeeping. Told them we might get it another night just so they'd lay off. We are late. Yep, and that's why we are where we're at, but God works in mysterious ways, and I have a great calling to Florida. And I love the way God works, and praise Him for that. This is going to work out for everybody, all of us.
anytime in the description down below, you will see various ways. Give, Send, Go, Cash App, PayPal. All these get funneled eventually to the same account, which is Cash App, and then I'm able to keep doing this day by day, meet new characters like Jerry, and we're gonna get out to Florida by next week, guys. I hope you all are excited, as I am. It's gonna be a lot of tough work. And without you guys, it wouldn't be happening the way it's happening. Can't say for sure I wouldn't have gone there without you guys, but it wouldn't be happening this way. So a big thank you. I didn't see that, Tracy, but not really too worried about stalkers anymore. They're getting nailed left and right. And Southern hospitality is a must right now for the soul. Yeah, 52 degrees right now outside. I'm waiting for the sun to come back too. All I'm seeing is gray for days. I remember this happened in Missouri a year and a half ago when I was in Missouri and the sky was just completely gray for days. I think it was in the wintertime. Last winter in Missouri. Was it last winter? No, 2 winters ago. Or was it last winter? Pretty rough winter there. We got a lot of snow. My car was stuck where it was parked. I was a DoorDash driver at the time, so that was pretty inconvenient. DoorDash even shut down that area for at least 48 hours. You couldn't even accept an order. You couldn't make an order. Okay, we're gonna be leaving soon too, so definitely get some lunch, guys. God bless you all. Here in the next 5 or 10 minutes, we'll be getting off of here. And yes, Christine, you don't have to ask a question. Are you clean now?
Am I? I'm good.
You stink still?
I'm clean. I'm brushing my teeth. Everything's good. Life is good. It's 7 days or 6 days without a shower.
Oh man, rank.
Is that fucking toothpaste? How is that? Brushing my teeth with Vaseline jelly.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you?
I put the wrong freaking thing. That's how out of it I am. And I didn't know for sure. I guess you can use Vaseline jelly in a pinch. What happened to my crest? I had a tube of crest. It's gone. Oh no, my crest toothpaste is gone.
I knew if so.
Steve probably
If somebody asks before they have to ask a question, it's probably not going to be positive.
God damn.
Since I live in Florida, it's horrible here. What part of Florida? Some parts are perfectly fine.
There it is. Now I see
Why?
it.
Why
I found
collecting
it in the
donations?
press.
It's not
Yeah,
really
yeah,
making
yeah.
sense. Why are you collecting donations when people could be donating directly? Does anyone know a direct donation other than the Red Cross? We're starting more of a grassroots where you guys actually get to see directly the movement that you guys progress forward through your prayer, your views, your donations, and you guys are going to watch the magic happen right before you. Yeah, and people I know have family in Florida. They're the governor last night. I live in a part FEMA is helping. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're not diverting any direction. We're making more awareness. So you're very welcome. We're going to bring a lot of good to the state.
Oh, man.
1,
Good.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh, that
6.
feels good.
6 chats already in like 1 minute.
The best stimulus of all.
What are you doing in there, man? I don't know. Yeah, my ultimate goal is to donate my time.
Done with that. That's good.
I think there's going to be plenty of semi-trailers coming in full of supplies, necessities, and I may not be even be coming down there with a vehicle, which is a good thing because gas is going to be
Oh my
short-
God, very expensive.
Well, not only that, it might be the same price as DC now, but it's just not. There's gonna be long lines.
I mean, not
You'll
there.
have, you'll have to wait.
It'll
2
be not there.
hours to-
That means that it's not there.
Yeah,
They don't have any.
yeah.
You
So
won't have any.
my main goal at this point,
Yeah,
from
you're
what
gonna-
from what I'm gathering,
Yeah.
is they need labor, hard working labor,
That's you, man.
and not only labor is what I'm gonna give them. I give them a ton of exposure.
Live stream.
A ton of exposure, so the
Live
people who
stream.
need help the most are
Who's
going to
live
be
streaming it?
exposed the most.
Who's live streaming? You need to live stream. Oh man. So, figure that all out.
You look a lot cleaner.
Huh?
You look a lot cleaner.
Feel a lot more
Your hair's
refreshed.
not all like.
My hair phone. Maybe I should go back on the live stream right now. You make any money?
Huh?
Do Did we make any money that whole time?
We made enough for breakfast.
Did we now?
Yeah.
Really?
Which is good because that means we don't have to touch anything that's already saved.
That's good.
Are you hungry?
Well, when you get around to it, it's lunchtime actually, not breakfast time. I don't know what Steve's up to. He'll take care of himself in town, I'm sure.
Everyone, not everyone.
What?
Aces says they cannot unsee. Because
Yeah,
you got right in front of the camera without a shirt on.
Just now?
Yeah. So Aces says he cannot unsee.
Well, why is that on? I thought you said you shut it off.
No, Jerry's dressed, Glory B. Glory B says, I don't think Jerry realizes your life still.
I don't. And I can't do nothing about it now.
He says, maybe you should turn the camera until he gets dressed. But he does have shorts on.
Oh, God.
You didn't come out here naked, right?
Huh?
You didn't come out here naked, right?
No, I was just like
You
this.
got dressed in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you shut the live stream off, though, dude.
No.
I'll put a shirt on. I don't mind putting a shirt on. I thought you were. I didn't know you were live streaming. This is
Wait, we can see you in the mirror.
No, it's even worse. I can't escape this drudgery. Oh, no.
Glory B is hawking you down.
Oh, no.
Instead of where's Waldo, it's where's
Yeah.
Jerry.
This is a cheap Walmart shirt. I should get something nicer. I should get something much nicer. I should get a Louis Vuitton shirt. No, that one. Oh, man. My nice stuff I left home, I think. Oh my God. I told Corinne I have 2 mink coats at home. I don't know if I think she wants one of them. I had 3 actually. I had one for a guy that's reversible leather coat. That's pretty nice. Oh my God.
Glory B loves you. She says, poor Jerry.
I love her too. Love you, baby. Love you. Love you. There's the camera. Love
Yeah,
you.
but she can see in the mirror. You gotta look in the mirror when you talk.
Love you.
Yeah.
Hey, A-okay.
Can you see the camera in the mirror?
I'm trapped.
No, look in the mirror. Can you see the phone?
I'm trapped. I see the mirror. I see you. I see everything. It's like
I
I'm
can
trapped.
see it all.
I'm trapped. I tried.
You can go out that way and jump out the window.
And jump out the window. Thank you. We're on the 4th floor. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to go eat soon, I think. Get the energy level up. We just had a Hershey's Crunch Bar and what were those other things called?
Caramel.
Caramels,
creams.
yeah.
Caramel creams.
Caramel cream, yeah. With a center, yeah.
Those are breakfast of champions.
And coffee. Oh gosh.
But now is actually a good time to go offline because Wyckoff just went live, and you guys can go check out. What
He's live down in Florida?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And he lives out there. And I saw on the footage, 80% of the electricity has been restored.
Has been?
According to mainstream media.
That sounds pretty good.
But,
Not true though.
who
Well, it
knows?
depends on the area.
Who knows?
The bad area, I know the area, is at Punta Gorda, or whatever, I think that's what it's called. Off of, it's an island just off of Fort Myers Beach. It's Punta Gorda, and that's like devastated.
Like it's non-existent.
That ain't coming back ever.
Yeah, they're saying the same thing about that other place, the other island that had the long bridge taken out.
That's Punta Gorda.
No, that was not.
Well, what is it? Something like that.
Sanibel
Huh?
Island.
Oh, Sanibel.
Yeah.
That's even bigger, yeah.
Yeah, they said that.
That
might
got
be
totally
big
wiped out.
for the most part. Yeah.
How did they even
This-
get there?
I mean, I guess they could throw a bunch more sand
They
out.
have to go there by boat. The
They had to
bridge.
rescue people with helicopters out of there.
And
People who
helicopters,
stayed
boats. Boats, helicopters.
I wonder if anyone died on that
You
island.
can't get there unless you have a boat. I have a boat. It's up in Cape Cod. I don't know if it runs. Probably doesn't run. That'd be nice if I knew how to run a boat. Do boat rescue.
Yeah. The Red Cross definitely lines their pockets. You know that, right?
Everybody knows that. Yeah, big administrative costs, huge administrative costs, but they do still provide aid. But it is a huge administrative cost. At a huge administrative cost.
They got too
Like
much
80%
overhead.
of the
All
money
the
goes
overhead.
Huh?
Overhead.
Well, yeah, they do have it. I mean, but they're there during a storm, so they
I
have
bet
to.
you like the the top 20 people that do the Red Cross. You know, like the
Oh, they
top
get like
20.
$10 million off the top.
Yeah, they got boats that probably just got destroyed.
Oh, they got,
And
yeah,
yachts
probably,
and
yeah.
how they-
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
I ain't got nothing like that.
I used to love being on Glory B's channel. I used to, like when the J6s were happening, right in the beginning when you guys, 1776, J6. And I remember there was one night when what's her name, Cara Casanova.
Yeah.
But Casanova's not her name, right? Casanova's like a male, cool guy, right? Casanova. My wife used to read Casanova, books about tales of Casanova. It's pretty good. Anyway, he was like the original 50 Shades of Grey guy, Casanova. But I think he had a dark side to him too. I'm not sure. He may have. Anyway, so I used to watch her. I watched her drive home one day. She got lost, and that was very funny. Just before she got sick.
We do have to go.
Just before she got sick. Then she got sick for a couple of weeks and she was off the air. And I was watching you guys. You were on your own. You and Mike were. I didn't even know your connection anymore between you and Mike, and you were wandering to the train station with Mike, and I thought he was your best buddy or something, but I didn't know for sure. And then you got whacked.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Then you walked with that police situation and Hauser deal.
Oh, I can't even say
That
his
was a
name.
nightmare. And that night I was calling Steve to tell him, hey, get back there because Josh got in trouble. And he was just getting back to the mall. He had left. And I was calling him on the phone. He'd go, what's going on? I said, well, do you have anybody's number, like Mickey's number or Randy's number? You give him a call and tell him. I thought you were around there. How'd they find out that you were there? Josh, they were watching you too?
Mm-hmm.
They were watching you.
Yeah,
So they came running.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a scene, man.
See you in the mirror.
That was quite a scene. Then the next day, everybody got down to the courthouse, and that was a whole. So those are episodes that those are real things, real story, the real true story, right there on Josh's camera and Glory B's camera. Everybody caught all that stuff live. It was pretty.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. We'll be back on later. Everyone, go get some lunch
Yeah, that's a good idea.
and have a blessed afternoon.
Thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Be good. Be well.
Say bye, Alex.
Suit and beauty. Suit and beauty.
Yeah.
Really got suit and beauty.
I think that beard grew a whole inch last night.
Properly shampooed.
Alright. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. And remember, in the description down below, there's various ways you can continue to help.
Love y'all.
Have a blessed one.